Hi, Tom. I wanted to talk about the media and how it tries to misdirect certain issues or subject matter by the just talking, and how that kind of gets undercut by the fact that there's so many pictures that they're showing, so many videos, so many live broadcasts, that while they're standing in front of, for example, a pile of rubble of a hospital or a pile of rubble of an apartment complex, that the Hamas terrorists have a widespread network, or the Hamas terrorists this, the Hamas terrorists that, and there's nothing but utter devastation all around them. You can't argue a point when you're showing pictures, and now on a daily basis for 4 months, day in and day out, the exact opposite of what they're claiming. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm trying to avoid as much information about the Hamas-Israeli war because it's so depressing. But Tom, bear this in mind, because you remember it as well as I do. You're a little bit older than me. Night in and night out, the live films from Vietnam, no matter what they were saying, behind them were villages burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
Behind wherever they went, there was devastation, dead bodies. You'd get Life or Look magazine, for those of you who don't know what that is.
I don't think there's any analogy here, though, Paul. Vietnam never attacked the United States. The Gulf of Tonkin was BS.
That's not the point.
That Don Rumsfeld came up with.
The visuals, you can't counter-argue with words when you're showing pictures that are worth 1,000 words.
Although Hamas still does have some infrastructure. They fired missiles into Israel last night.
Yeah, does Israel look anything like Gaza?
No. No,
well, of course not. Again, they're saying we have thousands of missiles. If they fired thousands of missiles, it would look like Kyiv. It would look like Ukraine.
Well, it would depend on the quality of the missiles.
Like Chinese fireworks to me.
Yeah, well, no, these are missiles that can cause harm, but they basically would take out one house, not one city block. But what's your point, Paul?
No matter how hard the media tries to misdirect through their words, the pictures are different. Even with Biden, that he's supposedly old and doddering and cognitively, declining, the fact of the matter is every day he has to go receive a presidential daily briefing where literally 100 major issues are presented to him, and he has to absorb it. He then has to meet on a weekly basis with 13 cabinet members. He has information overload. How many people can remember anything with that kind of information overload? I see people all the time on TV and the radio. That's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. And they're in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah, well, Biden seems to be doing a fine job with it. He's gotten more done than any president since Lyndon Johnson. So I'm cutting him some slack here. Paul, thank you for the call.